Hello, everyone, and welcome to Armstrong in the Loop podcast. I'm your host, Seth Prentice, and today I'll be joined by Nick Bartley from Honey Nostalgia shortly, but I wanted to do something different for this week's episode. Cranberry Township Community Chest is getting ready to host Cranberry Township Community Days on July 8th through 10th at Cranberry Community Park. This event promises to be a celebration of the community that has come together during this pandemic. That, after all, is the spirit of CTCC. Help make the community better each day. It is a free admission for everyone, and it will be open this coming Thursday from 4 to 10 p.m., this Friday from 4 to 10 p.m., and Saturday from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. Some of the highlights of the schedule of events on July 8th, it will be the 12th annual Cruisin' Cranberry Car Show from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. There will be live concerts all weekend at the brand new Rotary Amphitheater. There will be a community chase 5K on Saturday at 7:30 in the morning. The Lions Pancake Breakfast will be on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Rotary Bingo will be held on Saturday, July 10th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And the full schedule of events can be found on the CTCC website in the show notes. There will also be plenty of vendors, a kids zone, carnival, food, fireworks, and much more. And now for the main event, our special guest, Nick Bartley from Armstrong Neighborhood Channel's Honey Nostalgia. Nick, welcome back to the show.
My man, Seth, how's it going? Thanks for having me back.
I love having you on, Nick, and I feel like we just spoke, the other day, but it's been a couple months since we checked in, had the announcement of, Honey Nostalgia joining the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Now, what's new? How is Honey Nostalgia?
Oh, it is so awesome, man. It is so cool. Since starting the show, I have had such a positive reaction from everybody. I mean, there are people in Get Go that are stopping me, talking to me about old toys. It is fantastic. I absolutely love it. And the door that it's opened for me and collectors who are calling me, wanting me to come see their collections or, maybe come buy some of my old toys. It is a whole world of exploring nostalgia that I'd never imagined possible. And it's thanks to you. I appreciate it very much.
No, hey, the credit goes back to you, Anger Cameraman, and of course, Elvira, as the three of you, are the best team going right now.
It's fun, man. We have a blast. Whenever the Angry Cameraman is not beating me up, we are having a good time.
there we go. Hey, season 2 had a lot of great content, and I believe you just debuted season 3, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We had some new wrinkles to the show. We actually have teamed up with some new producers in New York who have recently made a huge announcement. I'm allowed to talk about it now. Ooh. I wasn't allowed to talk about it for the longest time, but I'm allowed to talk about it now. One of the producers of Honey Nostalgia is also one of the producers on the new Night of the Living Dead 2 movie that'll be coming out in hopefully a year or two here. It's going to be awesome. It's really cool. Really cool.
That's amazing. Congratulations to you guys, because I mean, it takes something to get recognized for people like that to want to jump on board.
Well, and what is so cool about it is, much like all of the adventures that I have on Honey Nostalgia, it has to do with the toys, okay? So my brother, he works with me on Honey Nostalgia. And these two guys, there's these two brothers in New York, and they have this map, and it's called the Toy Store Guide. So no matter where you are, like when you go on vacation and you take out your computer phone and you type into it toy stores or whatever you type into it, looking for those vintage toys, what comes up? Walmart, Five Below, Target, Big Lots. Nobody wants to go there to buy the toys we're looking for. So these guys have created a map, and you press on a location. Let's say you're in Florida. You press on a location and it tells you all of the vintage toy stores in that area. So it is awesome. So these guys reached out to me saying, we would like to partner up, and anytime, because I was looking for a reason to go to these vintage stores, So they said, anytime you go there, let's work together and you can use our map on the show and show where it is, and all that. So I said, that's great. And then like weeks later, I got to meet, and his name was David, who reached out to me. And then a couple weeks later, I got to meet his brother, Steven. And Steven sits down, and then he makes the big announcement. Listen, I produce television shows and movies. I'm like, you got to be kidding. So they approached me to produce the show. And I'll tell you what, man, we have credits now. We have lower third. You can see actually who the people are and where we are. It is so much fun. It is so much fun. It beats having to do it ourselves because, man, was that rough.
No, for sure. And I think I noticed after watching, the debut of season 3, if you take a look at that episode compared to your very first episode when you're in Mount Pleasant, going through, the flea market and, going to a couple people's houses, the production has totally changed in what, a year and a half?
Not even. In 11 months. It's crazy. It is so crazy. The interest of people is absolutely amazing. I had a woman reach out to me from, I think she was from Indiana, the state of Indiana, and she collected, I think it was some form of glass. I forget, it was some kind of stained glass, and she wanted me to, and I'll tell you, I mean, she was so passionate about it. It made me interested in what she was talking about, But I got to say, the production work, it is a huge thanks to the angry cameraman. After all of his anger, having to look and deal with this all day long, hours on end, he would go home and he would work for out, not knowing anything about that aspect of it. And he really worked his butt off. But now, thankfully, we have the two brothers, Steve and Dave from the Toy Store Guide, and they are awesome.
Well, I will say one of my favorite moments in season 2 is when you're in Butler and you're going through the store and he just sends the text message to your wife of Nick's buying stupid toys again. Oh, that's probably one of the greatest parts from your show so far. It's so good. That and him harassing.
He cut me. He's like, cut. And I'm like, what did I do? He goes, just cut. And I'm like, oh, come on. I thought there was something wrong. And then I see him turning around. I'm like, what are you doing? He was doing that. And then he goes, all right, do it again. So I'm doing, and he talks, the way he talks like that if the camera's on or off. So he gets on, he goes, all right, do it again. And then he brings that up. Dude, I almost collapsed. And that was so funny. He's very creative, and angry, but he's also very creative.
Yeah, that and the bloopers of him making fun of your brother in the driving episode is also right up there for me.
Yeah, he is good. He's good.
All right. So we can't talk hunting nostalgia without any, good hunts or finds lately. Anything that you'd like to share?
One of the next couple of episodes, I think it's going to probably be 2 episodes away. This one, then another one. I find and I purchase. I love Hill's Department Store. It's gone. It's out of business. Hill's Department Store was here in Pennsylvania, and it was everywhere. We had them everywhere. And I love that store. Long story short, I had this couple reach out to me who they were employees at Hill's Department Store. And they reached out to me because they had a whole bunch of old Hill's price tags. And I was already intrigued. And she said, just so happens these Hill's price tags are attached to old wrestling toys. I hit the ground. I almost collapsed. I almost collapsed in my seat where I was. And they're the coolest, most amazing couple. The stories they have about Hill's and the items that I have purchased, it is single-handedly the biggest buy in the history of my toy hunting career by far.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. So we'll have to tune in for that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Hey, so, one of the great parts of, us getting to talk today is there's a special announcement that we want to make here on the show. And I want you to share the news with our audience.
Oh, well, I cannot wait to announce that on July 10th, this Saturday from 6 to 8, I will be appearing at the Armstrong booth, Hunting Nostalgia. I will be there, and I will be giving away a gigantic basket of vintage toys. Seth, you saw it.
Oh, it's huge.
It's awesome. I mean, it's massive. It's such an awesome giveaway, and I'm so excited to meet anybody that could withstand this phase for 30 minutes. I want to meet you. I want to talk to you, and I want to share in that passion of nostalgia with you at the Cranberry Community Days at the Cranberry Community Park. It is going to be absolutely awesome.
And what's going to be great is, we got some special 8x10, photos for you to sign for people that stop on by. So it's just going to be one of those awesome little meet and greet appearances from 6 to 8 p.m. If conversation happens to go a little longer, we don't mind. But I think it's going to be a great opportunity for the community to, come and talk to Nick Bartley.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. That is the most fun that I have, is getting to talk to. Hey, I love buying and sniffing these old toys too. But truly, honestly, getting to experience the stories from these collectors and these people, that is the nostalgia that I'm holding on to. Because at that moment, whenever I take those items that sometimes people don't really want to give up, when I take it, then I share that story with them. It's like that's my story now. And I love that. So I can't wait to see people on Saturday and hear their stories. That's what I want to hear.
No, that's going to be great. And we look forward to hosting you at the booth. I hope we have great weather. Fireworks are going to be a little later that evening. So stop by, see Nick, spin our wheel, win our prize as well while you're there. We're just going to have a fun time at the Cranberry Community Park.
Oh man, I can't wait. I appreciate you inviting me. I really do. And the giveaway, this big, massive toy giveaway is free. It's 100% free. You stop by the booth, say hello, and follow Hunting Nostalgia in any form on any social media platform, and you're entered in the raffle. I can't wait to meet everybody.
Even better. Well, Nick, anything else you'd like to share with the audience today before we let you go?
One more thing, Hunting Nostalgia is getting ready to launch our website. The Hunting Nostalgia website is a massive, I don't want to say social media because I really don't understand social media. I'm an 80s kid, but it is a website and it is designed for you, the collector. For anybody that has a passion and wants to promote themselves and say, hey, look, this is what I do. I clean toys, or I create toys, or whatever it may be that you find nostalgic, you're going to be able to put on the Hunting Nostalgia website. It's going to be just huntingnostalgia.com. I can't wait.
Any time frame of when we can expect it to go live?
Well, the beta is out right now.
Okay.
I'll let you take a sneak peek, Seth, but I am hoping about a month and a half max.
Sounds great. And we'll definitely share that, as well on our social platforms as soon as it goes live. As you do a great job running the Hunting Nostalgia Instagram and Facebook page. We see the updates all the time.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Thank you.
No, we appreciate it. Well, thank you, Nick, for joining us here. And we look forward to seeing you this weekend at the CTCC Community Days on Saturday, July 10th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Armstrong booth.
Thanks, Seth. You're the man.
For Armstrong in the Loop podcast, I'm Seth Prentice, keeping you in the loop. Are you enjoying Armstrong in the Loop podcast? Great news! All past and current episodes are available on popular streaming apps and websites. Search Armstrong in the Loop podcast and subscribe today.